Welcome, everybody. It is game 2 as the count now reads 1-2 on the board. Bluefield winning their last game in the doubleheader 4-0. And now we're heading into game 2. Ethan Stinson on the call for you. Hannah Taylor is on the circle. And right now, up to bat is A.J. Martin, center fielder for Montreat College. Bluefield having their senior day out here today, as that one swings and a grab by Haley Cox in the right field. With one out on the board. By the way, we're celebrating Claudia Santana and Christina Sanchez this afternoon, both graduating seniors this year for the Bluefield University Ball Club. And Lauren Peanut Bailey also being honored. As that one, there's an out. 2 outs on the board. It's top of the first. No score as of yet. We really salute all of our seniors for doing such impeccable work on this team for the past years that they've been. Coming up next, we got Starnes in the right-handed batter's box. Grounder going out second, throws to first, and an out. That one was fast, Jackson. Well, I can't really say that, or else we'll be here all day. Okay, so we'll be back in just a couple of seconds for the bottom of the first on the Rams Digital Sports Network. All right, ball's in, coming down just about as we're getting ready for the bottom of the first inning here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Also, Hannah Taylor, who's on the circle, or Hannah Cummings, excuse me. Hannah Cummings is also graduating this year. So, again, we celebrate all of our seniors and just the impeccable work they have done. And we really salute them for their 4-0 win last game. Hopefully they can do the same in this one, or even more. Lynn is in the circle now for Montreat, and we're starting at the top of the lineup with, you guessed it, the senior in Claudia Santana. A very powerful player, powerful hitter, and also can make the grabs in the outfield. Here comes. Right down main for strike one. No outs on the board. It's bottom of the second. Game remains scoreless. Lynn winds it, throws it, grounder, past a third baseman. And Santana makes it to first safely. Now with an occupant on first base, coming up next, Christina Sanchez. Another senior in the top of the order. Lynn dusts it. And here comes the pitch. Looks like we're trying to steal second. And a safe call. You got to watch out for Claudia Santana, a very fast base runner we have seen for the past few years here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Sanchez makes her way back into the box. A big swing and a miss for the strike. No balls and 2 strikes down in the count for Christina Sanchez. Someone on second. 0-2 from Lynn. And going to come to the dugout and roll behind us for the foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Sanchez up to bat. We got Santana at second. No balls, 2 strikes the count. No outs on the board. Sanchez assumes the position. Lynn dusts, looks, and throws. Swung on right field. Is a grab going to get made? And it does. Trying to get someone to... Yeah, wise move from Claudia Santana to stay at second. 1 out on the board. Coming up next, we got Brooke Rowe, who's playing today at catcher. Rowboat? What does that even mean? I don't know, but well, I guess a play on her last name, maybe. Here's the windup, and it looks like the ball's going to go foul to the road. No balls, 1 strike. No, 1 out on the board. Lynn is making her way back into the circle. Runner on second. Bottom of the first. No score. Here we go. On the outside this time. Ball 1. Bottom of the first. It's bottom of the first inning. Lynn throws it. Little bit close. In for the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Santana still at second base. Bottom of the first. Rowe gets ready once again. Lynn looks. And here's a 2-1. And that one going behind us into the abyss. 2 balls, 1 strike, or 2 strikes rather, and 1 out on the board. It's 2-2. Rowe still in the box. Runner on second, bottom of the first. Here's a 2-2 this time. And that time goes foul. To the third baseline and to the hill. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count remaining as Santana goes back to the bag. Lynn looking, throwing, and dishing. And it looks like it's going to go in the same place as last time, to the hill on the foul ball call. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No score. Santana has been at second what seems to be forever, but still waiting on her advancement. Brooke Rowe is in the batter's box. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the first. No score. Here we go. Lynn delivers on the doorstep. No. Count now runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And here comes the next one. Little bit of a foul ball there. Count remains 3-2. One out on the board. Bottom of the first. Santana on second. No score. Here's Lynn with the windup. And that one going to the road. Count remains full. One out on the board. Brooke Rowe still at bat. I believe they're chanting, "Get him rowboat" down there. Here we go. Swung on. Well, it goes foul into the dugout. Another foul ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Remains the count. 1 out on the board. Brooke Rowe still up to bat. Santana still on second base. Here's the next one. And finally, ball 4. Brooke Rowe takes her base. Base occupants now on first and second. Coming up next, the cleanup hitter in Kenzie Lambert. Also playing at first base this afternoon. Kenzie having some great power hits in this year alone and in previous years. Here we go. Lambert. Looks like that one's going to go foul. No balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Bottom of the first. Runners at first and second. Lynn looking around, surveying her options. Looking to see for a strategy, I guess. Waiting for the umpire signal as well. The umpire dons the mask again. And Kenzie Lambert ready to bat. Here we go. Here's the 0-1. A bunt. Foul. Base runners go back to their respective bases. Lambert bunting foul. Down in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out on the board. It's still bottom of the first inning here. It's 3 minutes after 5. Thank you all for tuning in. Big swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 outs on the board for the Bluefield University Rams. Coming up now, Lauren Peanut Bailey, also playing at second base this afternoon. Another senior that we are recognizing. This time in the left-handed batter's box, a righty-lefty matchup for Lynn. Here she goes. And a swung on, and a quick grab in the glove by number 6, Bass. And that one now gives us 3 outs, and we'll be back for the top of the second here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where the game remains scoreless. The Devil went down to Georgia playing in the background. The Charlie Daniels Band. We're cutting it up here. We are cutting loose as Hudson makes her way. Bob Red reciting every word of the song, as it is a fan favorite out here at Graham Recreational Park. It's game 2, top of the second inning now. Game remains scoreless. Hudson in the batter's box and Taylor back up. This time, and that one going foul. Foul ball. Count goes up to 0-1. No balls, one strike. Here we go. And that time gives it one apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Top of the second, no score. Taylor from the circle. Here we go. Down the middle this time. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, down the count just a little bit. Here we go now. And the ball now evens it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No outs as of yet. Swung on. Will the grab be made from Santana? And it is. Santana making a grab for the out. 1 out on the board. Game remains scoreless. Coming up next, Select. Coming up next. Here we go. That one hitting the backstop for a foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. No outs on the board, or 1 out on the board, rather. The game, though, remains 0-0. Taylor for the 0-1. A little bit to the inside for ball 1. It's 1-1 and 1 out. No score. Here we go. And that quick breaking ball brings it up to strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Taylor gets ready and delivers for the foul ball. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Here it is. And goes past the second baseman and Bailey. Lambert doesn't get to it in time, and as a result, Select safe at first base. 1 out on the board. Occupant on first base. Now coming up is Johnson for Montreat. Here we go. And swung, dropped, third, throws to first, and still an out. However, Select does make it to second. 2 outs on the board. Treester is up to bat. I was getting some help for some pronunciations here as the count's 1-0. That ball goes a little high that time for ball 2. 2-0, 2 outs on the board. Taylor gets ready and throws. Now up in the count significantly, 3-0. No scores, runner at second, 2 outs on the board. Taylor in a circle, and Treaser is on the batter's box. And ball 4 taking the base. now puts a runner at first and second. Here we go. Down the middle that time, strike one. Hannah Taylor delivering a strike now. Here we go. That one also going to the middle for strike two. Down the count, 0-2. No score. Runner at first and second. Here we go. That one going into the abyss. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. And correct me if I'm wrong, Jackson, but the batter up now is named Monak, right? Monak?
Mock?
As that one goes up for ball one. We do apologize if we butcher some pronunciations, folks.
Yeah, I believe that's Mock.
Mock. All right, well, Mock gets another foul ball call. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first and second. Here's another one. Grounder, short, throws to third. Fielder's choice, out. And with that, we'll be back for bottom of the second inning here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where the game is still goose egg to goose egg. Chloe Hicks coming up next to the batter's box. It is the bottom of the second inning. Chloe Hicks. Bottom of the second inning. Game remains scoreless. Senior day here at Graham Recreational Park. Game 2 of this doubleheader. It's a final softball game at home. Here comes the line, and looks like that one's going to go very far to the warning track. Is she going to get to second? Yes, she does. Fly ball up to right field, back to the warning track. Giving Chloe Hicks the double. Now coming up, we got Hannah Taylor, the pitcher. It's a pitcher-pitcher matchup, and a righty-righty. Runner on second. Here we go. Bunt, fair territory. Picks, scoops, throws, safe. Runners on the corners. And now that brings us to Haley Cox.
Man, Ethan, that was some fundamental, great softball right there. Very strategic by Hannah Taylor to be able to place the ball just beyond the third base line.
Yes, very strategic on her part. Runners on the corners now, no outs on the board. Bottom of the second, no score. But the Rams are threatening. Here's line. Grounder out to center. Thrown to second. Throw to first. And an out on the board as Taylor tried to make it to second, but still. Runner on first out of that. No double play. And a runner comes in to score. Bluefield University now up 1-0 in the bottom of the second. First score of the game. Now coming up, Madison Blankenship. Big swing and a miss for strike one. It's 1-0. Rams in the lead, not 90-0. All right. 1-0 Rams, bottom of the second. Runner on first. And that ball going foul. No balls, 2 strikes is the count. 1 out on the board, 1-0 Rams, bottom of the second. Down in the count, Line makes her way back into the circle, adjusts the sleeve, and looks like she's dusting it off. Runner on first. In Cox. Here we go. Very high this time for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out on the board, 1-0 is the score. Rams in the lead. Here we go. Swung on, scoop third, throws to first, and an out. 2 outs on the board in the bottom of the second. Runner now goes to second, though, in Haley Cox. 1-0 Rams. Back to the top of the lineup in Claudia Santana, senior. Her last game here at home at Graham Rec Park. Here's Line for the pitch, and the ball goes foul. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs on the board. 1-0 is the score. Bluefield in the lead. It's bottom of the second. Bluefield up to bat. And we're back to the top of the lineup in Santana. Ball goes good. Eye for ball 1. 2 outs on the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. 1-0 the score. Rams in the lead. Bottom of the second. Runner at second. Line looks, delivers, and foul ball goes behind us. Into, you guessed it, the abyss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rather, 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-0 Rams. Runner at second, bottom of the second. Santana up to bat. Here comes the pitch. High that time. Deuces are wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. And here's the pitch. A little close. Packs the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 more ball, and that'll put a runner at first and second, but 1 more strike, and that's the inning. Runner at second in Cox. Here's the next pitch. And a foul ball. Count remains full all the way around. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1-0 Rams is your score. Runner at second. Bottom of the second. It's game 2. Rams having a victory 4-0 in the first contest. Rams currently in the lead 1-0. Montreat Line, looks, and throws. Ball goes foul past the third baseline that time. Count remains uber full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. A lot at stake here for the inning. Maybe to score one more run. Maybe. Line, looks, and throws. And a hits. Looks like that was a hits batsman on Santana. A little bit of bang in the leg, but looks like she's jogging it still. 2 outs on the board. Runner at first and second.
That's something I have to give Bluefield really big props for, is they are fighting at the plate. I know we saw Brooke Rowe, and there were about 14 pitches in all before she able to make her way over to first with the walk.
And I think it takes a cool head also as Christina Sanchez comes up. Runners at first and second. Here it comes. And swung foul behind us in the popular spot in the abyss. No balls, 1 strike, no outs, 2 outs on the board. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Rams. Runners at first and second. Line goes back to the circle after achieving another game ball. Gets some dust. And dusts the ball. Dusting it, gripping it, and throwing it. It's up. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 1-0 Rams early on in the game, but it's the bottom of the second. One, 2 outs. Here you go. High up, parallel to the head. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. One nothing Rams. Here we go. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 1 more ball, and that will force second to third, first to second, and that'll load the bases. Here you go. Swung. Looks like it might go foul. Will it be caught? It's caught by the catcher. And that brings us out number 3. So when we're back, we will come to the top of the third where Rams lead 1-0. Mock leading off in the top of the third inning. Pitch coming in from Taylor with a strike. No balls, 1 strike, no outs, top of the third. Taylor, big swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-0 Rams, the first score coming in the bottom of the second. Here comes the next one from Taylor. Swung, but foul. Behind the trees there on the hill. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs, 1-0 to score. Top of the third. Taylor coming back up. And dishes. Mock going foul again in about the same place. Count remains 0-2. Down in the count. It's a righty-lefty matchup here for Taylor. The grounder. Bailey couldn't scoop it, and making it safe to first base. Looks like that might have been a hit. It is a hit, according to the official scorer. Another lefty coming into the box. That one being Martin. As Martin gets its high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. 1-0 is the score. And that time goes to the right-handed box for ball 2. Taylor getting back into the circle. And winds it up. And in the zone, strike number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. Top of the third. Goes down. Ball 3. 1-0 Rams. We're here live at Graham Recreational Park. A windy day, some overcast. Swung on, left field, not caught. Back to the warning track. And it looks like it's reeled in just in time to get a save before a score. Runner at second and third. Now coming up to bat is Bass. Another left-handed batter. Got a lot of lefties on this team, Jackson. It's an anomaly. Usually we have a lot of right-handed batters, a little bit of left hand, but it seems like we've had the last few batters being left-handed. It's an anomaly.
What do you want to call that anomaly? The Montreat Cavalier anomaly?
Yeah, as that one goes foul, not caught, or can't be caught, it went over the fence. 1-0 is the score. Rams in the lead. But yeah, Jackson, like I said, usually for a lot of people, the right hand is the dominant hand. And the Montreat Cavaliers have a lot of left-handed batters. As that one goes foul past the third baseline.
I really think the real anomaly is the amount of foul balls we've been seeing.
Yeah, exactly. Number of foul balls and a number of pitches per player. No balls, 2 strikes. And it's swung on, fly ball, and caught by Santana. Safe at third still. Runners still at second and third. 1 out on the board. 1-0 is the score. Rams in the lead. Coming up now for the Cavaliers is Starnes. Swung on, grabbed by Santana. The second one in a row for Santana, keeping the base runners from scoring. Top of the third inning. That is the rhythm we like to see here at Graham Recreational Park. Very good asset. I know earlier on in the season she was in left field, but a very good asset at that center field in Santana. As that one goes high for ball 1. Taylor coming. And that makes it ball 2. The batter up is Hudson. Runners at second and third, 1-0 Rams. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. 2-1 is the count. 2 outs on the board. Runner at second and third. Here we go. and down the middle. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Top of the third. Rams with the only run thus far in the game. Taylor with another one. Grounder. Third, throws to first, and that's the third out. And with that, we'll be back with the bottom of the third inning with the score, Bluefield 1 and Montreat 0. Ball's in, coming down, and it is the bottom of the third inning now. Line getting ready to get back to the circle as she high-fives her infield teammates as the outfielders are already at the posts. The game still remains 1-0 with the Rams' only score in the bottom of the second. Coming up now, we have Brooke Rowe, the first baseman. Excuse me. Brooke Rowe, the catcher. And as they're chanting rowboat, here comes the pitch. Swung on, foul. Past the third base line. No balls and 1 strike.
There's a lot of power behind that hit, Ethan.
Yeah, only if it was in fair territory, maybe that would have went back to the warning track, probably out of the park. Who knows? A lot of velocity on that one. Here's the 0-1 now coming from Line. Line looks and dishes. Swung foul again past third base once again. Brings the count down. No balls, 2 strikes. No outs. Bottom of the third. 1-0 Rams. Rowe is at bat. Here we go. And the ball is a little high that time for ball 1. 1-2 is the count. 1-0 Bluefield. Bottom of the third. Nobody on. And here comes the next pitch from Line. And it looks like that one's going to go to left field and not caught. Back to the warning track. It's a base hit. And she's going to go to second, and she stays there. Brooke Rowe with a double on the day. A very powerful hit into left field. Even the left fielder couldn't get to it. Coming up now for the Rams is Lauren Peanut Bailey, the second baseman, and another senior that we are...
I believe that's Kinsey Lambert.
Excuse me, cleanup hitter Kinsey Lambert. Can't get too much ahead of myself here. Runner at second. And a swing and a miss for Lambert. No balls, 1 strike, and no outs. 1-0 Rams. Rowe at second after a very good double. Power hit over to left field. Lambert is at the box, and Line comes and delivers. Not at the doorstep, though. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Bottom of the third, runner at second in Brooke Rowe. And Lambert swings it, but it goes back into foul territory. Brings it up now. 1 ball and 2 strikes, no outs. Rowe at second. 1-0 is the score, Rams. And that's been the score since the bottom of the second. Here we go, line. And this time a fly ball skewing off to the left. Center fielder makes the grab. Puts 1 out on the board. Looks like I might have seen something there. 1 out on the board. Line gets ready. Next batter up. And a bunt. Throws to first. Looks like there's going to be a safe both places. 1 out on the board. Chloe Hicks comes out to her walk-up music. First and second are occupied. 1 out on the board. 1-0 is the score. Bluefield in the lead. Runners at first and second. Line looks. Dusts. And now she steps back in. She dusts, looks once again. And dishes. And that ball going behind us once again to bring it up to no balls, 1 strike, and 1 out on the board in the bottom of the third inning. It's 5:38 here at Graham Recreational Park. Runners at first and second, bottom of the third. 1-0 Rams. Line. Here comes a pitch from Line. Looks like the ball that time going high. And safe. Looks like Rowe almost stepped off too much there. As now it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here comes the next one from Line. Bunt, fair territory, throws to first, and the out. Whoa. Looks like that one got dropped. Error on the second baseman, according to the official scorer. So now there's a run on the runners on the corners, and also another score coming in. Bluefield now up 2-0. This is the first score since the bottom of the second, and now we're still in the bottom of the third. Hannah Taylor, the 2 pitchers at the duel. Runners on the corners, here we go. The ball is fair, and it's a hit. Umpire rules it in fair territory after it bouncing off of the occupant of third base. Runners still on the corners, or rather bases are loaded now. Bases are loaded. With Haley Cox tasked with something huge. Bottom of the third, bases loaded. Bluefield still in the lead, 2-0. Here we go. Swung. Was it going to go in fair territory? And it's foul. But a deep drive nonetheless in left field. 2-0 is the score. Bottom of the third, bases still loaded. Count is no balls, 1 strike for Haley Cox. $2-0 is your score. Rams in the lead and threatening. Haley Cox gets ready, and here comes the 0-1. Comes too high. Ball one. One ball, one strike, one out. Here comes the next windup. And in the center, strike two. Bases loaded. 1-2 the count. One out on the board. 2-0 Rams. Looking to possibly get a grand slam here. That'd be very nice. One ball, two strikes. One out. 2-0 Rams. Here it comes. And a foul tip that time. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Line comes back into the circle. She dusts it off. Looks. Comes up and throws. And another foul tip for Cox. Bases are still loaded. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out remains the count. We've been at bases loaded for quite a while now. Be nice to see a grand slam, like I said before. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2-0 Rams, bottom of the third. Bases loaded. And that ball going high that time. Evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Bases loaded, bottom of the third, 2-0 Rams. And ball goes high. It's a full count. 2-0 Rams, it's 1 out. And even a base on balls will force another run home. Lots of pressure here on the pitcher. Here we go. High fly ball, infield, caught for out number 2. And now, coming up next, Madison Blankenship. Bases are still loaded. Madison Blankenship tests with something big here. 2 outs on the board, 2-0 Rams. Here's one from line. And hitting the backstop for the foul ball. Wind whipping up here a little bit. 2-0 is the score. No balls, 1 strike is the count. 2 outs, bottom of the third, bases loaded. Blankenship is in the box. Here we go. And it looks like that one's going to go foul. Get out of the way, guys. Yeah, there we go. Brings the count now to no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-0 the score. It's game 2. Bases loaded. Rams looking to score more. Line looks and throws. Ball goes down low. Ball 1. 1-2. 2 outs. 2-0 Rams. Bottom of the third. Line looks and throws. Chopped, foul. Count remains 1-2 and 2 outs. 2-0 is your score. Bottom of the third. 15 till 5 here at Graham Rec Park. 15 till 6 rather. And that one also going foul. They're all going back to their posts. Blankenship gets back to the box. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lots of pitches for Madison Blankenship today and a lot of other batters. Slow-moving innings. Here's another one from line. And strike 3, the batter's out. It was an opportune time to get more on the board, but hey, still a run was scored in this inning, so when we come back with 2-0, Rams in the lead, we'll be back with the top of the 4th here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Lacey Williams going in for Kenzie Lambert at first base, as the umpire has just announced a substitution to us. However, Hannah Taylor still on the still in the circle. And coming up first in the top of the 4th inning is Select for Montreat. Top of the 4th, 2-0 Rams. Goes a little bit too high there. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And that time in the zone, 1 apiece. 2-0 Rams. Here's your score. Top of the 4th inning, nobody on. Taylor comes and throws. Swung on, outfield, and nobody gets it. Trying to run to second. Where's the ball, guys?
I believe that Claudia Santana was able to make the grab, and a very amazing one at that, but I think there's a quick injury on the field, and I recommend we take a quick break.
Yes, let's take a quick break while they're attending to the injured Ram on the field. as we resume from the timeout, it looks like we have Jocelyn Thompson going in at right field after an injury for Cox. Hope she's all right. As play resumes, no balls, one strike, as that one comes perfectly down the middle and across the plate. No balls, one strike, and one out on the board. 2-0 Rams. Here it comes. And high up for ball one. One apiece. Top of the fourth, nobody on. And that one sifting out to the left-handed box for ball two. 2-1, one out on the board. 2-0. Rams in the lead. Swung on, foul. Two apiece now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2-0 Rams, top of the fourth. And 1 out on the board. Here we go. That one a little close. Brings us now 3 balls, 2 strikes, count running full. Rams with the lead, 2-0. Here we go. Swung on. Grab not made.
That was a great effort by Madison Blankenship to run to the wall.
Yeah, she ran to the wall. Still a foul ball, but really, those grabs in foul territory still count. Count remains full. 1 out on the board. 2-0 Rams, top of the fourth. And that time still past the third base line and into the trees. 3 balls, 2 strikes remains the count in the top of the fourth. Swung on, popper, and it's caught for out number 2. Whenever I say popper, it reminds me of the jalapeno poppers. Boy, those are tasty. And coming up next, looks like we have Broadbest. And it looks like that one, dropped. But in foul territory nonetheless still. 2 outs on the board. Nobody on. Rams lead it 2-0. And that one down low for ball one. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2-0 is your score. Top of the fourth. Here we go. Swung, batter goes to the first base, and it's an out. So with that, we will be back with the bottom of the fourth inning, where the score still stands 2-0 Rams. Claudia Santana. Flip the cards over and go to the top of the lineup, and you'll see Claudia Santana as she makes her way into the batter's box. with Line taking back the circle for the bottom of the fourth inning. Score is 2-0 Rams. They scored in the bottom of the second and the bottom of the third, now the bottom of the fourth. Coming underway. Ball's in, coming down, and here we go. That one a little high for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, and no outs. 2-0, Rams in the lead. Bottom of the fourth. Santana up to bat. Here's a pitch. Swung on, left field. Is it going to go all the way? Well, it won't go quite all the way, but still enough to get a double. Very deep in left field. Santana now occupying second base. And also Christina Sanchez coming up for the Bluefield Rams. Occupant at second. 2-0 is the score. Rams in the lead. Bottom of the fourth. Sanchez comes in the box. Here he goes from the line. Grounder, center field. Throws out, and it looks like we are going to have runners on the corners. Runners on the corners, 2 seniors on each corner respectively.
I think I could have saw a little smoke coming off the bat with that hit.
Oh, yeah, we did that time. With Brooke Rowe now making her way as it gets windy.
Gets windy? See, it's been pretty windy up here, Ethan.
Yeah, it has been. 2-0 Rams, runners on the corners, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. And swung on, skewing to the left. Is it going to get caught? And it gets caught. Run going to home. And Santana goes home. Santana going home. Now brings the Rams 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Occupant at first base still. You know, even though an out occurred, that don't mean that Santana ain't going to run for it. I mean, she's a fast player. 3-0 is the new score. Rams. Here we go now with the cleanup hitter in Kenzie Lambert. Looks like that one's going to go to the center, and another out.
I believe that was Lacey Williams who just had the F9.
Lacey Williams with the F9. Usually Lambert in the cleanup position as a strong hitter. My apologies on that one. As now coming in is Bailey for the Rams. 2 outs on the board, 3-0. Swung on, center field, and it's another out. With that, we'll be back. Top of the fifth coming up, where the score now is 3-0 Rams. Treester is making her way to the batter's box as we now come into the top of the 5th inning on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield having 3 unanswered, currently in the top of the 5th, scoring 3 runs in the bottom of each inning, respectively, starting with the 2nd. As that one is a big swing and a miss for strike 1. No outs, top of the 5th, 3 unanswered for the Rams. Taylor still at the circle. Here's the next pitch from Taylor. Down in the dirt that time. Ball 1. 1-1. 3-0 the score. Top of the 5th. Treester at bat. Taylor for the 1-1. Foul tip this time. Brings a count 1-2. 3-0 remains the score for the Rams, top of the 5th inning. Swung, and Bailey catching it for the out. 1 out on the board. Very good defense today from the Rams, keeping them from scoring, as yet to score are the Montreat Cavaliers. Coming up next is Mock, as that one goes right across for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out on the board, 3-0. Looks like that's going to be a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 3-0 the score. A little bit close that time, 2-1. 3-0 the score. Rams in the lead. Top of the 5th. Taylor looks and throws. Big swing and a miss, brings a count full. Excuse me, no it does not. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Taylor brings it forward. Too close. Now the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the next one. And ball 4, take your base, as they say, with the base on balls for Mock. Now brings a base runner on first. That brings us back to the top in the series of left-handed batters, which Mock started. Now Martin is up at the top of the lineup for ball 1, as that one shifted towards the right-handed box a little bit. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out on the board. 3-0 Rams. And that makes 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the 5th inning. 3-0 Rams. Runner on first. Here we go. Swung on. Goes to the outfield. And safe at first and second. $3-0 is your score. Montreat with base runners on first and second. Coming up now in the barrage of left-handers on the team, Bass. And a swing. Double play. Looks like we got a runner still at first and second.
Yeah, I believe they got the forced out over at third.
Forced out over at third, though. I thought they had caught it at first. So 2 outs on the board. And a grab makes that out number 3. So, with that, we'll be back for the bottom of the 5th inning where the score remains 3-0 Rams. a change of the pitching personnel on Montreat. It looks like Jenna Fedewa, we'll get a correct pronunciation in a minute, is now going to be relieving the duties of line for the day. Chloe Hicks as her walk-up music ensues. As we're getting ready, the pitcher's last name we're still trying to get, and I'm sorry for butchering it if I did get it wrong. There's a change in pitchers, of course. Line done for the day after 4 innings pitched. Looks like, what's the name pronunciation of that one, Jackson? What's her name pronunciation?
They said it was going to be Fedewa.
Fedewa. There we go. Here we go for Chloe Hicks. Grounder out to left field. Missed and goes to first. Runner on first in Chloe Hicks, with Hannah Taylor now coming up to the right-handed box. Score 3-0 is right now what the score is. Rams have scored to the bottom of the innings for the past 3 consecutive times, hoping this to be number 4. Fedewa comes forward. Bunt. Throws to first, and the out is made. However, going to second base is Chloe Hicks.
Now, this is a very tight strategy. You're kind of banking on all your hitters being able to move your players. We've seen this time and time again where we get the runner on the bags and they move them with bunts.
Yes, Jackson. Jocelyn Thompson is now up. 1 out on the board. Shifting past the pitcher, right field. Looks like we might have a run coming in home. No, they're going to stay. But looks like they're going to go to second. Jocelyn Thompson with a double. Now Madison Blankenship coming up. Runners at second and third. Bluefield is threatening with another score. 3-0, bottom of the 5th. Fedewa with the pitch and in foul territory. No balls, 1 strike. Runners at second and third. 1 out on the board. No balls, 1 strike. Here we go. In the dirt. Brings it to 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 3-0 is your score at the bottom of the 5th. Bluefield in the lead, threatening for 1 more run as Chloe Hicks is at third base. Fedewa comes forward and this time goes behind us in the trees. Now brings the count 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Fedewa. Here's another one. And strike 3. The batter is out. Brings 2 outs on the board for the Rams. Brings us back to the top of the lineup. Claudia Santana. Quick player, senior. We'll definitely miss her as she's been a great asset to the Bluefield University and Bluefield College softball teams. Fedewa brings it forward, down the middle, strike 1. Runners at second and third, 0-1 the count, 2 outs on the board, 3-0 Rams, bottom of the 5th. Fedewa dusts, looks, and delivers, and looks like it swung on, caught by the first baseman, and That brings us to out number 3. So when we return, we'll have the top of the 6th for you on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where the score remains 3-0 Rams. Here we go, top of the 6th inning here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Starnes up to bat. Down in the dirt for ball 1. Top of the 6th. Rams still in the lead. 3 unanswered in game number 2. Montreat hasn't got a run on the board all day. Alyssa Hudson up to bat for Montreat. 1 apiece. And that ball going into the abyss to our right, bouncing off a few tree limbs and finally landing. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and no outs. 3-0 is the score for the Rams. Top of the 6th. In the corner is ball 2. 2-2 is the count. No outs. 3-0. Goes way up top, loads it, 3-2. Nobody on. 3-0 Rams, top of the 6th. Here's foul tip, keeps it at 3-2. Hudson gets back in the box. Here we go. And swung on. Looks like he's going to go into foul territory. Are they going to make the grab? They don't make the grab. Still a foul ball, though. Counts full. Top of the 6th. 3-0 is the score. Here's the next one. Ball 4, taking the base, is Hudson. No outs. Runner on first. 3-0 is the score. Select up to bat now for Montreat. 3-0 is your score. Rams in the lead. And down there for ball 1. 1-0 is the score. Or excuse me, 3-0 is the score. 1-0's the count. 1 on the board. Swung on. Center field. Safe at first and second. First and second base occupied for Montreat. Coming up now for the Cavaliers is Johnson. Here's the next pitch. Swung, foul. Brings the count now to 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, no outs as of yet for the top of the 6th. Here's the next one. Grounder. Throws to third on a fielder's choice and an out. Out at third on a fielder's choice. brings us to out number 1. 15 after 6 here.
We're seeing a lot more communication from the Rams.
Absolutely.
We've seen them struggle a couple times, but they're able to make those plays at the base they need to make them. And that was a prime example of it right there.
I've never seen this many fielder's choices in the entire year as that one goes left field, throws into third, but it looks like there's going to be safe, and that loads up the bases right there. Loads up the bases for Montreat. Now, Montreat is threatening with something huge. As now Treaston tasked with something huge here. 1 out on the board, 3-0. Montreat threatening. This would be the first time they've scored in the entire day, including game 1 and this one. So that one goes down middle for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, no outs. Or 1 out. 3-0 Bluefield. Bases loaded. Top of the 6th. And here's the next one. Will a run come in? And a run does come in for Montreat. Revolving doors now keeps the bases loaded, and it's now a 3-1 ball game with Montreat getting their first run of the day. Bases still loaded. Now starting the huge lineup of left-handed batters. And the ball 1 as it goes a little too high for Mock. Here's the next pitch. Ball goes this time to the right-handed box for ball 2. 3-1 the score. Top of the 6th, bases loaded, 1 out. Here's Taylor for the 3-0. And strike. 2-1 is the score. 1 out, 3-1, bases loaded, top of the 6th. Mock. And strike number 2 brings it to 2-2. Bases loaded again. Montreat threatening for another score. Here's Taylor. Ball goes foul, and the count remains 2-2. 1 out on the board. Bases loaded for Montreat. Top of the 6th. 3-1's the score. Swung on center field. The grab is made for out number 2. Coming up now for Montreat, at top of the lineup, A.J. Martin. 3-1. Rams in the lead. So that one goes a little lopsided for ball 1. And just a reminder, folks, when the bases are loaded, if you walk, you force a run in. Can't afford that at this time for the Rams. Here's the next one. Ball number 2 for Taylor. A righty-lefty matchup for Taylor. 2 balls and no strikes, 2 outs on the board. And the ball goes in the dirt again. Ball 3. 1 more ball and another run is forced to load up the bases on a revolving doors basis. Here we go. And finally a strike, cutting the Rams a break. 3 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. 1 more ball, and that's it. Ball 4, and another run is forced in. It's now 3-2 with the Rams just having a 1-point advantage. Very likelihood that there will be a tie ball game if another walk ensues or hit. That's why the Rams really have to get this out here. Taylor swung. Throws to first and the out. No run scores. So with that, we'll be back for the bottom of the 6th where the score is 3-2 Rams. Ball's in, coming down here at Graham Rec Park. It is the bottom of the 6th inning where the score is tight now. It's 3-2, and it's tighter than a vice, all right? Tighter than a vice here. 3-2 is the score. Rams only up by 1. Christina Sanchez comes up for the next at bat.
I think she saw our scoreboard operator in Colby dancing. She smiled and laughed. It's kind of funny.
Yes, a good tone setter for her at bat. 3-2 the score, top of the 6th, and Fidawa comes up. And it looks like that one goes foul.
If she fixes that crooked swing, Ethan, it could be bad news for those Montreat Cavaliers.
No balls, 1 strike, no outs. Top of the 6th, 3-2 is the score. Fidawa dusts, looks, and throws. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. 3-2 is the score. Bluefield in the lead by 1. 0-2 the count. Top of the 6th, nobody on. Dusting it off. Fidawa for the 0-2. And it goes on the inside for ball 1 this time. (3-2) Rams. After a couple of scores from the Cavaliers in just the top of this inning, the score is now tight. Here we go. Swung, foul. Count is 1-2. Nope, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3-2 the score. Sanchez comes back in. Fidawa dusts it. And here's the 1-2. Hits batsman. Puts Sanchez at first base. Sort of walking it off there. Hope she's all right.
I think she's a tough girl. We've seen a couple incidences.
Yes.
Where she has manned up.
I remember when she hit that 2 RBI homer last year when she floated off the nose on that, remember when she had that nose injury? And that was a big deal. That got me screaming and hollering and hooting, and people was wondering what this crazy man was doing up here, but it was congratulating Christina Sanchez, and she's been an impeccable player for the past couple of years as she's been a transfer from elsewhere, but we still valued her and her presence here on the Bluefield team.
Yes, you can't say enough good things about Christina Sanchez, and of course her family, who I know watches just about every single one. Thankfully, they were actually here today for the Senior Day celebrations. And yeah, she's a great person on and off the field. But, I mean, golly, when you talk about Christina Sanchez, you talk about her toughness. She is, gosh, I wouldn't want to be in a fight with her, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, or we would lose, both of us. And you're a wrestler, dude, so, Anyway.
Little groaner. You heard those jokes?
Yeah.
Jokes that make you groan, like dad jokes.
Yeah. Well, coming up now, it looks like we have a standstill.
They're just making sure that Christina Sanchez is all right over on the third baseline. I know you guys can't quite see it. A little out of frame, but as of right now, she looks like she's okay. Got a little nicked in the shoulder. So
it's the bottom of the 6th inning. The score remains 3-2. Rams in the lead by 1. No outs. Sanchez, or hopefully she can run it off, walk it off. She did make it.
You want to take a quick break as we let our training staff handle? Oh, it looks like it might come to a good conclusion.
Looks like she's coming back into the ring, folks, or to the bag in that matter. Christina Sanchez, yes, she makes it to first base. She's safe and looks like she is ready to play ball. Glad to see that Sanchez is all right. Brooke Rowe coming up next. Here's the next one. Little close that time. Ball one. Occupant on first base. Bottom of the sixth. 3-2. Here comes the next pitch from Fidawa. And Popper. Looks like it's going to be caught. Yes, it will be caught for out number one. Cleanup hitter comes up.
Lacey Williams.
And Lacey Williams. Count is empty currently, in contrast to what the scoreboard says. Swung on. Left field, and there's an out. Play back at first, safe. Brings out number two. 3-2's the score. Rams in the lead by one. 2 outs. Top of the sixth. Coming up now, Lauren Peanut Bailey. And Fidawa brings it. And a foul. Brings 0-1. Bottom of the sixth. 0-1 the count. 2 outs. 3-2 Bluefield. Bailey in the left-handed box. It's a lefty-lefty matchup for Fidawa. Here we go. And swung on in the center, and the grab. So with that, we'll be back for the top of the seventh on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where the score remains 3-2 Bluefield. Looks like ball's in coming down, and it's the top of the seventh. And since the Rams are the home team here, the home-standing Rams, if they can get 3 up, 3 down, or prevent scores from happening, then there will be no need to play the bottom of the seventh, and the game will be over here at Grimm Recreational Park and the Senior Day festivities. We thank you all for really tuning in, and top of the seventh getting ready to come underway here at Grimm Rec Park. The score, just as a reminder, 3-2. Rams only up by 1.
It looks like somebody's coming in for third. Christina Sanchez decides she's going to take this final inning off, and they're going to send out number 15, Caitlin Gable.
Caitlin Gable playing at third base.
Or they might move her around, but that's what I would assume. Oh, okay.
Looks like she's going to third at her post. All right. So, we thank Christina Sanchez and her work here at Bluefield University. Christina Sanchez, we are very proud of her. And we're ready. Ball's in, coming down. Top of the seventh. Here comes pitch. little bit to the outside. Ball 1. Taylor, here's another one. And a catch from Bailey. That line drive went right into the glove like a magnet and metal. Brings 1 out on the board. Here's the next pitch. And a strike down main 4. The Montreat Cavaliers. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 7th. And another one down the middle. 0-2, 1 out on the board. Probably a strikeout for Hannah Taylor. Wouldn't that be nice? Knock on wood. And a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, a little bit too high. 1 out on the board. 3-2 Bluefield. Top of the 7th. Nobody on. Senior Day. Goes a little low. Evens it up. 2-2. Taylor looks and throws. And a little contact of the bat. Got a piece of it. Count remains 2-2. 1 out. Top of the 7th. Taylor. Swung on right field. The grab for out number 2. Two outs. 1 more out, and this game is over. And Senior Day, the Rams will take home the second W of the evening. 3-2 is the score. Rams in the lead. Swung on. No catch this time, but safe at first. Looks like Johnson's coming up for Montreat. 2 outs on the board, top of the 7th. 3-2 Bluefield, runner on first. And a little outside for ball 1. 2 outs, 3-2, top of the 7th. Swung, and it goes behind us. Brings it at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, or 2 outs. Here comes the next pitch. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 more strike, and guess what, Jackson? This game is over. And the Rams victorious. Let's see. Big swing, but looks like it's going to go foul and into the abyss. Count remains 1-2. 2 outs. Here's the next one. Swung on underneath the shortstop, and we got occupants on first and second base. 2 outs. 3-2 Bluefield. Coming up next for Montreat, we have, I believe, Brobeat is her name. Brubeck. It's very hard to read sometimes these, as that was 0-1. Colbert. Here we go. And a wild pitch brings them over to third and second, respectively. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a threatening here to tie the ball game. They are cheering as the wind is whipping up. Ball goes high. Ball 2. 2-1. 2 outs. Rams have got to make a stop here. strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th, 3-2 Rams. They're still holding on to the lead. 3 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. 1 more and a walk, and it loads up the bases, but a couple more strikes, or better yet, a catch, and that'll end the game. Taylor, lots of pressure, comes up with it. In the center for strike 2, and ladies and gentlemen, the count is full all across the board. We got 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and another out will do it for us here at the Graham Rec Park for the year. And it goes into foul territory. Ball goes into foul territory. Count is still full. Lots of pressure here. Taylor, here it comes. Throw in. First base, and the game is over. Yes! Senior Day comes to a close here at Graham Recreational Park, and the home season comes to an end here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where we get 2 dubs on the day and all the seniors celebrating down below us. 3-2, the final score. 4-0, the score of the first game. From Jackson Bast. Hey, Jackson, what are some final thoughts for you?
Well, Ethan, I think you caught all the emotion right there. So, how about you take us out?
Yes. All right, one final time from Graham Rec Park for this season. From Jackson Bast, this is Ethan Stinson. Final score of the day. First game, 4-0. Second game, 3-2. And until next year, take it easy, Rams fans. Oh, and by the way, we still got baseball for a few games this year, so stick around for that. And we'll see you all next year.